After tonight, we'll be a third of the way through the season already for the BodyArmor LYTE Series West, and we are back to being BodyArmor LYTE Series West only. We're here in Southern California, the now defunct Irwindale Speedway, but it should be a fun race on this half-mile short track here tonight. And these 16 West Series drivers are ready to go after it once again, and they're ready to go back to victory lane. They haven't been to victory lane in a month's time. We're here for the Irwindale 200. This is race number 5 of the 2025 BodyArmor LYTE Series West. Hello everybody, this is AG here, and welcome to the Irwindale Speedway here in Irwindale, California. It's such a shame. We scheduled this race and then they're like, we're closing the track. It's a shame. This is a great track there in Southern California. Played host to many West Series races in real life over in the Arc Menard Series West. Now we get to do our West Series here. Now it'll always live on in NR2003. That's the beauty of this game. We're excited to be here tonight on a Monday night racing here on AG the channel. And we are here with Andrew Miller. And Andrew, this is a racetrack. I tried to explain it to you, and I don't know if you quite understand how it's going to work, but there's a way outside lane, there's a way inside lane, and sometimes they find themselves in the middle. How do you think it's going to play out, and what line do you want to be in, even though you haven't seen a single lap here on this version of Irwindale Speedway in NR2003?
You're giving me a very interesting question to start off here, but from what you were describing, it sounds like at the very least, like whatever lane you're in, it can work. So if these guys get side by side and they have to decide between either going up to the wall or going down to the inside, if they're able to make it work, then they can get some good side by side action going on. 3 wide, definitely potential. This track is actually fairly wide for a track of this size, but even just looking at it. So I don't know. I've never seen a race here at Irwindale in NR before, so I'm excited to see how it all goes down, and it will be bewildering to see how it shakes out. I'm sorry,
I'm not giving you $5 for that one. We didn't agree to it beforehand.
I said it this time. Do I get $5?
And that's what I just told you. I'm not giving you $5 for this one. We didn't agree to it beforehand.
Dang,
see, the first time you said you give me $5, I said it. I didn't say it to you, so it's not how it works. I'm not giving it back to you. All right. Well, all jokes aside, this should be a very intriguing race and a very bewildering race, as I should say. That's how I should say it.
No $5 for you either.
Well, I got it back now, so we're even. This is going to be fascinating to see how it works out, especially up front. This is a difficult place to make a pass. Rashia Mahendra's got the pole position, Ryan Durrani starting right behind them, and then you got the 17 of Johnson Jameson there, and odds are the race winner is going to be one of those 3. We expected that to be the case, of course, at Kern County, and Kyler Sustrai ended up going from 7th to 1st in that race, so who knows how it's going to play out. But also keep in mind, too, we could have a couple of wrecks, we could have a restart, and really don't know what to expect, because this is our first time we've ever done a race here at Irwindale Speedway on the channel, and it should be a lot of fun, and we'll just have to let them play it out to really see how it is going to shake out here in this Irwindale 200. Here's how to line up in the point standings, and it's very tight throughout the entire field, and all 16 of these West Series drivers have received championship points throughout these first 4 races of the season. Last time these guys, I should say, were on the racetrack, it was with the Pro Series at Willow Springs, and in that race, it was Zayden Davidson who ended up getting the 10 points, not get the win, of course, so only received 10 points. Those are his first points of the season, and he is down 13th in the championship standings, but he's only 12 points behind, so if he wins and Skep Silver there does not end up pointing, then Zayden Davidson will be tied with Skep Silver at least. Can't guarantee it'd be up front in the points lead, but it's very tight so far here in the West Series, and there's really not a clear-cut favorite at this point. But only 2 drivers have officially won races. That was Skep Silver at the LA Coliseum, and then Kyler Sustrai at Kern County. And, of course, odds are a West Series driver will win here tonight, though we do have Stuart Gratton and Ryan, or should I say not Ryan Durrani, we actually have Ryan Durrani's car of Justin Zeidel in this race. So 18 drivers here tonight. Where Skep Silver is the points leader. 2 points on Owen Miles. Ryan Durrani is 3 points behind. He's got a very good opportunity at taking the points lead here tonight. Mauricia Vebel is 4 points behind. Keegan Thompson, 5 points behind. You got Johnson Jameson, 6 points behind. J.R. Ribbleton, Nicholas Cameron, both 7 points behind. They all have a mathematical chance of taking the points lead here tonight. And it's anyone's game in this West Series Championship early on in the season. Let's go ahead and get these drivers to roll off here, though. We got ourselves Rashia Mahendra in the 81, Johnson Jameson in the 17, Ryan Durrani in the 54, and Kyler Sustride in the 72. We're not going to get on the roll-off right now because we got to give you the starting lineup. Henry Brown to the inside, Mauricio Vebelis, Nicholas Cameron, and Trey Wright. We got Keegan Thompson and Zayden Davidson, Marcus Glitch, Owen Miles, Max Davis, Caleb Rose, Skep Silver, J.R. Ribbleton, and then our Pro Series drivers for the night. We got Stuart Gratton and Justin Zidell starting in the back. Now let's go ahead and give these drivers a roll off here from Irwindale Speedway. And Andrew, very quickly, who do you think is going to get it done here in the Irwindale 200, the Irwindale Speedway?
With the track position advantage and probably a very hungry driver. Oh, that's the billboard you were talking about. And I swear I'm not biased. I swear I'm not biased, but I'm going to 54.
Ryan Durrani, yeah, your team owner. I think that's a solid pick. That third place spot's a very good place for these short track races, and I know that Matt would love to see Durrani get the win here tonight. Here we go, coming across the line. We're Green Flag Racing in Southern California for our 5th race of the season in the BodyArmor LYTE Series West. Rashia Mahendra will get the first lap led here tonight at the Irwindale Speedway. May have a pretty significant lead right now as well. Johnson Jameson trying to get that outside lane to work. Could not quite get there. Mauricio Vebelis up there. Trey Wright up there. Skep Silver in the wall. With J.R. Ribbleton in the back, that is our points leader who just got sent into the outside wall right there. And damage on the 11, and that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. It happens every time. We miss the pass for the race lead. And now it's Ryan Durrani out front here in the Irwindale 200. Saw that pass on the corner of your screen. Mahendra falling back in the 81. They're stuck in the outside lane. They're struggling here early on.
We nearly got contact over the 17. And the 3 wide going to get put into the wall by the 17. Oh, that's going to leave some hurt feelings. Wait, I see what you mean. The line is quite bizarre. With where these guys are running, I was thinking they'll be able to maintain it more on that outside, but no, they're just, oh my goodness, not again.
It's an illusion going into that corner, the way these corners are shaped. They slide up, and you think, oh, they're going to get slammed into the wall, and that ends up not being the case. That 81, though, has fallen outside the points, as it's a good day for Grattan Racing Technologies. They got 4 of their drivers, top 4 right now. How about Zayden Davidson? You know, we thought Zayden Davidson was the Andrew Williams of the West Series, and then he ended up getting 10 points at Willow Springs, and now he's got a shot at really moving up in the points. Currently running 3rd. You got Marcus Glitch to the inside of him there. You got Henry Brown with a great run tonight in that 22, but I don't know, Ryan Durrani's going to be hard to beat at this point, I feel like. It's looking good for that 54. Very quick car right there. These guys sliding it up into the corner, and now you got Johnson Jameson. Now you got 5 Grattan Racing Technologies machines in the top 5. And keep in mind, there's no owner's points in this series. It's all on the drivers, and yet they're still dominating like they have been lately in the racing on the channel. And that middle lane has no grip. Marcus Glitch going to lose a spot right there to Nicholas Cameron, who's got a good run in the 42 machine. Johnson Jameson trying to close in here on Henry Brown. But Ryan Durrani has an 0.8 of a second lead here at the Irwindale Speedway.
Looks like that 22 is trying to use that high side a little bit more than everybody else. And, oh my goodness, that is...
something. That would explain it. And please disregard all the other stuff on there. That's from testing earlier. But that engine damage on that 81, that is right now, and that would explain why that 81 fell off. It's a 0.14, so it's not significant enough to take them out of the race, but... that would explain why we had that lead change, and you just never know what's going to happen in any of these races. How about this battle for second? How about Johnson Jameson taking away from Henry Brown? He was on the outside pole to start this race. Now here he is in the second position. Nicholas Cameron trying to move up a spot right here. Caleb Rose trying to get further up in the points right here as well. Marcus Glitch is there. You got Mauricio Vebelis in the 44. 10 machine there. Marcus Glitch is slipping back. J.R. Ribbleton in the top 10 right now. Some great racing here tonight at the Irwindale Speedway. I can tell you that much right now.
A lot of drama going on. With that middle lane having as little grip as it does, it reminds me there was one version of Nashville Super Speedway that pretty much had it where like you either had to be down on the yellow line or up close to the wall, and if you ran in the middle, you had to slow down by like 20 more miles an hour than everybody else. It was bizarre, and it seems like this track kind of has a similar grip line to it. So that's probably what's playing into why they're running the lines that they are, and why if you're stuck in the middle, it's you're heading wall bound. And a few drivers have found that already, but a lot of guys that have been able to make up some great ground in a lot of positions, including that 24. Caleb Rose started, I think, last among the last cars in the pack that weren't Pro Series drivers.
I know he started deep in the field for this one, and he's now in the top 5. Our boy Caleb Rose hasn't been the best of seasons for him so far, but he doesn't get much of an opportunity to be a driver. He's a great owner, of course, as we got some bumping going on back there. Marcus Glitch is really falling off right here on the 10 machine. And, oh, there he is. I was about to say, where's Stuart Grattan in this race? He's moving on up to the inside of Mauricio Veblis right there. Caleb trying to get around Henry Brown. That is for the 4th position. Top 3 have kind of single-filed out, with Durrani still leading in the 54. Johnson, Jameson, Nicholas Cameron in those positions. Stewart is moving up very quick in the 35 machine. I know Stewart would love to get a race victory and spoil the party once again for the West Series drivers. Ryose Fujimoto got the win in the showdown race with the West Series drivers, and of course the West Series was with the Pro Series at Willow Springs, so they really didn't have a chance there. Stuart Grattan looking to get something to go his way here. Of course, he's loving it. He's loving this. He's got 2 of his cars, or, well, not officially his cars, Matt Tuck's car and Matthew Hubert's car. This is his car, Henry Brown on the 22 that he's racing with. Of course, Leonard Koshmer's team is also under the Grattan Alliance as well. Starting to spread out throughout the field there. G Skep Silver with that damage. We will actually run in the Mahindra again in that 81 machine. It's a tough break for them. They started on the pole, have an engine issue in this race. But they could get in the way of Durrani here and could possibly lead to Johnson Jameson taking the race lead and maybe going for his first career win as a driver. The same can be said for Nicholas Cameron. Both drivers looking for their first career wins here tonight. They have an opportunity at doing so as we're closing in on halfway in this Irwindale 200.
I will say Jameson is looking pretty quick. Has definitely closed the gap. Fell back after starting outside pole and managed to work his way forward. So he's closing. So if things especially go his way with this lap car, then, or right as I say, it slides up the track. But could see a battle for the race lead here shortly. As boy, there's 2 titans going at it right there.
Well, and no disrespect to my man Caleb Rose, but Stuart Grattan has been around about 5 years longer and has a heck of a lot more wins as a driver. It's a shame. Caleb, of course, we love Caleb here on the channel, obviously. But his success as a driver is really few and far between. I mean, he only has... you have more wins than he does. Let's put it that way. This is not going to be good for Jameson. Getting held up there by Mahindra in the 81. Durrani got around them perfectly, and here comes Nicholas Cameron for second. This will also bring Stewart right into this as well. Watch out for that 35 as this race goes along. Johnson James is not going to be too happy with the 81, and that time they did get in the wall.
I think that was an angry, what are you doing move right there. It was like, get out of my way, please. And well, maybe not the please, maybe a... You're
Get
done
out of
now.
my way, period.
Kind of move. Yes.
I'm going to tell you, this race has definitely been a lot more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. Great stuff tonight. These West Series drivers putting on another great show in their own event. Our next race is going to be at Meridian. I know a certain Idaho native who's going to be very happy and very excited to be there. His name's Blaine Keys. He's going to have his 2 drivers, and he's going to be in that race himself. Can the West Series drivers beat the greatness that is Blaine Keys? We'll find that out in a few weeks' time on that quarter-mile racetrack in Meridian. Stuart Grattan has done an excellent job here tonight, taking advantage of, this West Series start that he's got with these West Series drivers. He's moved himself up to 3rd, and he's not in it for points. But he's got an opportunity at getting a race victory here tonight, especially if we get a yellow flag. You know, these guys have gotten into each other throughout the night. It's not off the table that we'll see a wreck at some point throughout this evening. Skep Silver holding on to that last point right now. Keegan Thompson trying to get in there. Same with J.R. Ribbleton for that last point. Zay Davidson outside the points right now. Same with Owen Miles and Trey Wright. Marcus Glitch, Max Davis. Never want to leave one of these West Series races or East Series races, one of the LYTE Series races without points. Only top 10 finishers in each of the LYTE Series races receive those championship points, and it's only a 15-race season for each series. And we're going to be a third of the way through the season here tonight once we're done here in 17 laps.
And we're clicking those laps on, or clicking them off very quickly here. Durrani looking strong at the moment, but now with another possible contender who may be closing the gap here, and it's at 42, Nicholas Cameron. Of course, we know who he's driving for, and someone that certainly knows a thing or two about winning on the channel. So I think Cameron's got a good piece under him.
Can't do that.
Wasn't under him there for that moment.
Completely loses the grip there into the outside. Of course, you know, even though we have no pit stops in the LYTE Series, tire wear does still come into effect. These tires still do wear out, and managing the tires is very crucial. I think Cameron's trying to get something on that outside lane, and that's that different line that we're seeing a lot more grip up there than some other short tracks we go to. And also Stuart Grattan trying to close in here as well to have a shot, but I don't know if he's going to have enough time. And we'll have to see if Durrani, I mean, this 42 is really going up there. But he's losing time for this move. Still, regardless of the fact, a great run for Nicholas Cameron. It's going to be his best finish, I believe. Actually, going to be his third top 5. He can hold on to it. He's had a good run in these races so far. I know Blaine's happy about that one. 29 career wins for Blaine Keys. He'll have an opportunity at number 30 on Friday night at Homestead. I think we've got something coming up on Thursday night at Homestead as well, don't we, Andrew?
Yes, second race of 3 for the Top Dragster Open. We'll see how the team points are going to shake up this time. Of course, as of recording this very race, that race will probably be recorded in the next day or two. So, I'm looking forward to that one.
It's going to be a lot of fun on Thursday night. I'm going to qualify for the Wall Cup Series race and then get the Top Dragster Open continuing on at Homestead Miami Speedway. It's going to be a lot of fun with that one. Hey, Wall 400 is going to be a lot of fun on Friday night. I'm excited for that race. Was the opener for the first 2 seasons of the Wall Cup Series. Finally getting back to Homestead this weekend. It's going to be a great race. You got Stuart Grattan closing in now on Nicholas Cameron for second, and that gap really starting to pull away. Ryan Durrani, we haven't talked enough about Ryan Durrani in this race. He's led the most laps. He's got an opportunity to getting another win as a driver. Does not have many wins as a driver. Of course, defending Owners Champion over in the IndyCar Series. We love having Ryan around. He's been a part of this community for a long time. And he'll also be part of that 10th anniversary race coming up in a couple of weeks as well. We're excited to see that. Andrew, you were not invited, but you know why. It's because you're going to be in the booth for that race with Caleb and I. We're excited to do that coming up here in a couple of weeks. We'll say this race is not over yet. Rashi Mahendra there in the 81 might get in the way again. You get a Johnson-Jameson incident. Nicholas Cameron or Stuart Grattan may have a shot at this race victory here tonight, but Ryan Durrani, I think you picked him to win this one, and he's got an opportunity of taking the points lead here tonight in the West Series. Possible 12 points if he can hold these guys off for 5 more laps.
Yeah, 5 laps to go, 1.4 seconds. Yep, just got to hope that things go nice and clean here with this 81 coming up. I managed to pull it off the first time, and then, of course, yeah, the 17 fell on the other side of that, so another 54 is hoping that doesn't happen. 4 to go, coming to 3. We'll see.
Trying to find that inside lane on the 81 of Mahendra, and he will make that look easy. So unless he has an engine issue, it's looking pretty good for the 54 of Ryan Durrani. And Velocitar are going to get their first win in the West Series as well. As a matter of fact, going to be the first win for Ford in the West Series if the 54 can in fact hold on here in these last 2 laps. Stuart Gratton, Henry Brown, Caleb Rose, Johnson Jamison, Kyler Sustry, Justin Zeidel found his way into the top 10. Mauricio Vebelis and Skep Silver's got the last point. It's the white flag for Ryan Durrani here at Irwindale Speedway. And
gosh, my pick's actually going to win one.
Hasn't crossed the line yet. You can't jinx it yet. He's got it now. Ryan Durrani wins it here at Irwindale. And when Matt Tuck picked Ryan Durrani, he was like, I want to pick some winners. Well, he did so with Ryan Durrani here tonight. Owen Miles as well. Of course, did not get any points here. He's also going to be a title contender, I think, as we move along. Not a good night for him, but good night for Ryan. Getting it done here at the Irwindale Speedway. A very fascinating race here in the LYTE Series West, but a lot of fun here tonight as well. And Ryan Durrani is going to celebrate that one. It's been a while since he's won something, and I know he's going to be happy about that one. You better be happy with that one. And you know what? He survived the Andrew Miller jinx, too. I mean...
And he did.
I should award him another point for being able to do that. We're not going to, of course, but that would be kind of fun if we did that, wouldn't it? That was fun.
After what I've pulled, yeah, that would be something.
That was a fun race. Ryan Durrani gets it done here at the Irwindale Speedway. Nicholas Cameron, Stuart Gratton, Henry Brown, Caleb Rose, Kyler Sustry, Johnson Jamison, Justin Zeidel, Mauricio Vebelis, and Skep Silver with championship points here tonight. Of course, those Pro Series drivers took some points away from the West Series guys again. We'll have to see how many times that ends up happening, especially when we get to Meridian. I feel like Blaine Keys could drive through the field of Meridian and win that race next time out. We'll have to see if that ends up being the case. But, hey, fun race here at Irwindale. Nice little stop here for these guys, and Ryan Durrani gets it done here for the 5th race of the season.
Yeah, I said there was no bias when I picked him. It was just based on where he was starting the race, and but there's no denying. I'm pretty happy to see that. Ryan's always been cool, and I am very, very glad to be driving for him, of course. And I would argue in both the Truck and the Cup Series, I think he has some of the best sponsors ever. Again, a little biased, but big congrats to him there. Once he took it, he never looked back, and even when it looked like guys like Jamison, like Cameron, might be closing in on him, or even if Stuart Gratton had better track position at the start, I think he definitely would have been a threat for the win. Just goes to show his ability to get up there and finish third. So, I don't know. At this rate, it's almost like the channel should be like AG the channel, presented by Gratton Industries, with how much of a foothold he has.
You're
and
not
everything.
the first one to think that. But hey, like I said, I will reiterate here in the West Series, Pro Series, LYTE Series, there are no owners ratings, so it's all on the driver there. And we're still very early on. These guys do not have a boost in the beginning of the season. That's why the points are so close here in the West Series, because it's essentially an equal rating series till we get to maybe like race 9 or 10, and then we'll see who's actually good. But hey, a lot of fun here tonight from Irwindale Speedway. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys on Thursday night for qualifying for the Wawa Cup Series from Homestead, and then the top dragster open from Homestead. You won't hear me, you'll hear Caleb. Nathan. Who's next? Because I know I got the third
It'd be
race.
Nathan.
Sorry, you won't hear Caleb. You will actually hear Caleb on Saturday, this coming Saturday, with the Lime Rock Grand Prix. Lime Rock's back, guys. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, we've got the Wawa 400 on Friday night in the Wawa Cup Series. That is always fun when we go to Homestead Miami Speedway. First of 2 stops there for the Wawa Cup Series. And after the absolute insane race we had at Las Vegas, I think there'll be a lot of guys in the field who are going to welcome maybe a more normal race come Friday. But we'll have to see how it all goes down. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Ryan Durrani for winning here at the Irwindale Speedway. Here are the point standings for the BodyArmor LYTE Series West after 5 races. On behalf of Andrew Miller, I will see you guys later.